LeBron has had an incredible career so far. From winning 4 titles, over gathering 4 MVPs, to becoming the all-time scoring leader. His feats are countless. But there are a few things the king hasn't reached yet. Let's go find out. Because firstly, LeBron can become the oldest to, well, many things. This December he will turn 39. In year 20, James averaged 28.9 points, 8.3 rebounds and 6.8 assists. These are elite numbers, and if sustained next season, they'd blow away every other age 39 and older season in NBA history. In 2003, Karl Malone averaged 20.6 points, the most by any player in his age 39 season. That same year, Michael Jordan averaged 20 points in his second season with the Washington Wizards and final season in the NBA. Outside of that season, no NBA player has averaged 20 points at 39 years old. James is all but certainly about to clear that mark with ease. By the way, in his age 37 season, James averaged 30.3 points. No one else has ever averaged 27 or more points at the age of 35 or older. LeBron could also join Malone and Jordan as the only players to average more than 33 minutes in an age 39 or older season. That's some insane consistency. Alright, we're gonna talk about LeBron's defensive rebound feats, his potential playoff records and his future 3-point milestone, so make sure to watch until the end. But now, let's move on with LeBron as an all-star. James has already tied Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most All-Star appearances in NBA history with 19, and one of Abdul-Jabbar's came as an injury replacement. James is the only player in NBA history to make 19 consecutive All-Star appearances and to be named an All-Star starter 19 times. Next season he can become the league's first 20-time All-Star and the first 20-time All-Star starter. If he is voted in as a starter in his age 39 season, it will be the first time that has ever happened. Jordan started the 2003 All-Star game, but only because Vince Carter relinquished his starting spot. Initially, Jordan made the team as a reserve. Abdul-Jabbar was named an All-Star in 1987 and 1988 as a reserve, and in 1989 as an injury replacement. Aside from Dirk Nowitzki, who played in the 2019 All-Star game as a special roster addition during his age 40 season, that's all the historical precedent there is for an All-Star this old. For history's sake, here's hoping that James not only starts in another All-Star game, but tries to win his 4th All-Star game MVP. Bob Pettit and Kobe Bryant are the only players to win it 4 times, and nobody has won it in 3 separate decades, which James has the chance to do. For the next possible record, I have a question for you. How many minutes do you think LeBron has played in regular NBA games? Got your answer? It's 54,092 minutes. But that's actually not the most by any player. James will need to stick around a few more seasons to get within range of Abdul-Jabbar's all-time minutes record of over 57,000. But he's about to be number 2 on the list. James is 760 minutes shy of Karl Malone's career total. If he averages the same amount of minutes in 2024 as he did in 2023, then he'll pass Malone in his 22nd game of the season. Another opportunity which LeBron still has is to become the first player to make 20 All-NBA teams. With 19, he already has the all-time record for All-NBA appearances, and last season he became the 3rd player to make it in his age 38 season, joining Duncan in 2015 and Abdul-Jabbar in 1986. This combination of consistency and longevity has never been seen before. Who's to say it can't continue? Another milestone which you might not have expected refers to LeBron's free throws. James is 4th all-time in free throws made with 8,087, and he's 291 short of Kobe's career total. If LeBron makes 4.6 free throws a game next season as he did last year, then he'd have to play 64 games to pass Bryant. He has not done that since 2020, but if James were to play in virtually all of the Lakers games next season, would you really be that surprised? Okay, we have yet to talk about LeBron's exclusive playoff club and a less regarded statistic with steals. But first, let's start with the Kings' defensive rebounds. Only 10 players have grabbed 9,000 career defensive rebounds, including James, who has grabbed 9,001. Next season, if he averages 7.1 per game like he did this year, then he needs to play 56 games to pass Abdul-Jabbar's total of 9,394. And 68 games to pass Moses Malone's total 9,481. Now I think it's time to talk about something that we never really associate with the King, his 3-pointers. With 2,261 made threes, LeBron ranks 9th all time. He'll be higher on this list soon too, because he's only 21 behind Jason Terry and 29 behind Vince Carter. And if he averages as many threes per game as he did in 2022 with 2.9 threes and manages to play in 66 games, then he'll also overtake former teammate Kyle Korver's 2,450, who is in 5th place, but will soon be overtaken by Damian Lillard. Sometimes I start to question if there's anything LeBron can't do. I guess one thing is subscribing to this channel, so maybe you could do that for him. Alright, we have reached our top 3, and for the next milestone I have another question for you. How many 3-pointers has LeBron made in the playoffs? 200? 300? Nope, not even close. James has scored 463s in the playoffs. If he makes 43s in the 2024 playoffs, he'll join Stephen Curry and Thompson in the 500 career playoff threes club. Last season, James made 28 threes in 16 playoff games. But he made 44 in 2020, 39 in 2019 and 44 in 2017, all seasons in which his team advanced to the finals. If you see the Lakers as contenders, then this is not unrealistic. But let's be honest, right now the Lakers are rather inconsistent. By the way, LeBron is already the all-time playoff leader in games played, minutes, points, field goals made, field goals attempted, free throws made, free throws attempted, defensive rebounds and steals. Not bad, right? But while this milestone is rather impressive, our number 2 is kinda funny. Despite the fact that James does not see himself as a scorer exactly, he will soon have taken the most shots of anybody to have stepped foot on an NBA court. LeBron has attempted a total of 28,044 field goals, which is 263 fewer than Abdul-Jabbar attempted in his career. Should he average 22.2 shot attempts next season like he did this year, he will move into the number 1 spot in his 12th game. It's time for the last milestone that LeBron can still reach, and it has to do with steals. LeBron is 9th on the all-time steals list with 2,186 in his career, and he's only 21 behind number 8 Clyde Drexler. If he averages 0.9 steals per game again, like he did in this season, then he'll pass Drexler 24 games into the season. Number 7 and 6 have a little over 2,300. It's conceivable that LeBron could catch up to them in 2024, but it's not likely. After recording more than 100 steals in each of his first 13 seasons, James has only done it once in the 7 seasons since. Whatever LeBron still might or might not achieve are rather side quests than important records. He has reached everything an NBA player could and deservedly carries the title King James. For example, he's also the all-time scoring leader for the Cavaliers. So check out this video to get to know the all-time leading scorer for every NBA team. Seriously, just click it. I'll see you there.